But first, Shaun Govender joins us. He's the acting CEO of The Business Place. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bobby.
Tell us, The Business Place, in a nutshell, what is it that you do?
Basically, Bobby, what the Business Place does, we are a national network of business information and referral centers. Basically, we offer a friendly, accessible walk-in and sort of walk-in environment whereby aspiring and existing entrepreneurs can come to and access sort of relevant business information and support to try and obviously start and sustain their businesses. Over the past year, we've seen 60,000 small businesses access our services across the country. We currently have 10 branches in the SADC area. And basically we established now for the last 10 years.
Are you self-funded or are you somehow funded via government or parastatals?
But what's unique about our model is that we are sort of funded. We sort of have a model that has the ability to invite public and private partners, and most of our branches are sort of co-funded by some public partners and some private partners. And for an example, like in the Western Cape, we have 2 branches there. The one that's centrally situated in Cape Town is funded by the city of Cape Town, and our other branch that is situated in Philippi is funded by British American Tobacco. And so all the different branches have a different set of partners. All
right. And you do have a strong focus on the youth?
Predominantly, about 70% of our client base that comes to our branches for advice and services are under the youth age of under 35.
And do you find that is sort of a consistent from a number perspective, or has there been an increase in young people wanting to start their own businesses?
In the past couple of years, we've seen a major increase in our numbers, and I think through obvious reasons, through poverty. And what we kind of see is that through because our branches are predominantly focused in the rural areas, and we kind of see the numbers increase due to more economic problems that are happening in our areas, and then people sort of resort to try different ideas and different ways to try and make a way of life. So they come to the business place to try and see if there's a possibility of opening up a business and trying to seek advice on how they could open up those businesses to sustain their way of life.
So give us a bit of an example. Shaun Govender is the acting CEO of The Business Place, having a chat with us about what they do exactly. So you're a young person, you've got a good idea for a business, you have no resources and no money, and you walk into The Business Place. What is the kind of offering that you could possibly have?
Once an entrepreneur or a possible entrepreneur walks into the business place, what actually happens is you walk into the business place and you have free access to what we call is a navigator. Now, the navigator provides a one-on-one consultation, and this consultation basically is to ascertain as to where this business owner is in his business cycle. So if it is a startup, they would provide the necessary information and tools to try and establish that business. And if you are an existing business, and what they will do, the navigator will sort of do an assessment on the business owner and sort of try and find out the gaps of where this business is and what interventions we could provide to try and fix up those gaps so that there is a more sustainable future of these businesses. And once this is done, basically we also provide informal and formal training programs to these entrepreneurs. So once the navigator sort of ascertains what the gaps are, they would put these businesses on our training program, which is also free of charge. We are currently providing 19 free programs, which are informal and some are formal, and all basically related to sort of helping the business sustain itself. And some of these training programs range from business literacy to how to establish a business plan, how to establish a marketing plan, and the like. And it's all relevant to the daily operations of a small business.
Sounds extremely useful. It sounds also very advice, very guidance, very mentor-driven.
Correct. These navigators are seen to be sort of not so much advice, but to help them develop the next sort of the next step of their business. What we also provide is internet access to the clients that enter the business place, and all this is all free of charge as well. And the reason why we want to provide this free internet access is to help small business as well as to communicate to the bigger world out there, because in these rural areas, computer access is sort of very difficult to get. So we provide this free internet access, and we also provide resources for small businesses. For example, once you come to the business place and you're well established, you want to meet a client, you can bring them to our environment. We provide a little boardroom. We provide an environment where you can chat to them, do presentations, and create an sort of an enabling environment for small businesses to come to us and sort of operate there as well.
Mm-hmm.
What we also provide is a sort of a cluster model. A cluster model is what we describe as, in our center, which we invite other participants that are operating in a small business development environment to come and co-locate with us. So for an example, some of our branches, we have examples, CEDA, Small Enterprise Development Agency, which is a government agency, the Youth Development Agency, and what we try and do is bring them to co-locate into our environment, so we sort of provide a total solution to try and help small businesses, and we're trying to coordinate that, because the market is quite confusing out there in terms of small businesses. No one knows where to actually go. So what we aim to do is to try and bring the one-stop shop to the entrepreneur.
I like the idea that you started out, but you need boardroom facilities, you need printing facilities, you need all the usual stuff that big companies would have, but obviously you don't, and you can access it there. And what kind of cost would that be to the small business person, to the entrepreneur?
Basically, our model provides a free of charge service to our clientele. So it's very sort of community-based, and it's a corporate social thing we provide to the community. So for an example, every single branch is funded by a set of partners. The funding runs the operational requirements to provide the free services to the public.
Sounds fantastic.
A funder would write it off as a corporate social investment to us.
I like the idea. Shaun Govender is the acting CEO of the business place. How do people find you, specifically in the Western Cape, in Cape Town? How do they access you?
We have two branches there, Bobby, and basically the one is in central Cape Town. It is in number 7 Anton Andrich Arcade in central Cape Town, and the other one is in Philippi, number 1 Quango Crescent, corner Lansdowne Road and New Isley Bean Road in Philippi.
Shaun Govender, thank you so much for your time today and informing us of that. I think it's a fantastic project if you're an entrepreneur, but you are stifled and stuck and somehow hamstrung by the fact that you need a place where people need to fax you stuff because that's how your business works. Or you need to be able to print things because that's what the demands of your business idea is, and you're stuck because you don't know how to take it forward, you don't have the money, you don't have the funds. This is the way to go, the small business place.